Hello everyone, welcome to Dada's FoodCrave Kitchen. If this is your first time here, you are highly welcome. Kindly hit on that red subscribe button. Don't forget the notification bell. This will keep you fully updated in any new video that I uploaded. To all my returning subscribers, I thank you so much for your constant love and support. In today's recipe, I'll be showing you how to make fish pie with no frying required. If you are interested in seeing how I make this delicious fish pie, please stay tuned. And without any further ado, let's get cooking. Alright, my Dada's team, here I have some tilapia and some cod, leftover cod that I have in my fridge. You can use any fish of your choice. I am going to add a little bit of water just to kind of steam the fish a little bit. Next, after the fish been steamed, this is how it looks like. I am going to now take the fish out, strain the water out and take the fish out. Then next, I am just simply going to break up the fish. Then I am going to add a little bit of oil in the pan. And now I am going to fry my potatoes. As you can see, I added a lot of oil, but I reduced some of the oil later on off camera. I took some of the oil out. So you're going to stir fry, you're going to brown the potatoes until they brown enough. Then I am going to now add my onions at the same time until they're well translucent. And don't worry guys, the potatoes will be well cooked. You just have to be patient with it. Then I'm going to add some scallions. And you know me guys, I am going to add habanero peppers. This is optional. You can leave that out if you don't like too much spicy food. So I'm going to cook the potatoes and the onions and the peppers. Then I'm going to add a little bit of salt. Then add black pepper. Then I'm going to add some garlic powder. If you don't have garlic powder, feel free to use fresh garlic, chopped fresh garlic. Then also I'm going to add red pepper flakes. So mix all the ingredients together until they're well combined. And then cover the pot and let them cook until, especially most of the potatoes are a little softer. As you can see, a couple minutes later, the potato has been cooked because I chopped them in little bite-sized cubes. So you're going to cook them patiently on a low-medium heat. Now I am going to take them out and put it separately aside. Then next, I'm going to add a little bit of more oil. This was the oil that I scooped out from earlier from frying the potatoes. I'm going to now add the fish into the pot and also fry it until most of the water is evaporated from the pot. Fry it and cook it some more. Mind you, it was already cooked. Now I am going to repeat all the ingredients that I added earlier when I was cooking the potatoes and the onions and habanero peppers and stuff. I'm going to add a little bit of each. Adjust the spice to your own liking. So I'm using the same exact spice I used to cook the potatoes and the onions. Then I'm adding garlic powder, salt and black pepper. And then also add some red pepper flakes. At this time, I am also going to add some chopped fresh cilantro. If you don't have chopped fresh cilantro, you can use dry parsley as well. If not, you can actually opt that out. Mix it well and cook it until everything is well combined. And at this time, the water is all evaporated from the pot. The fish is cooked some more. You already added seasoning. Then next, I am going to now add the potatoes and the onions and habanero pepper, all these ingredients onto the fish. Then I'm going to cook it for 5 minutes. Mix it all well until they well combine as well. So after 5 minutes, everything is done. The filling for the fish pie is done. So now I am going to now just put it aside and set it aside until it's completely cold. Next, here I have 2 sticks of butter, which is equivalent to 2.5 cups of butter. The butter should be ice cold as well. You can use up to 2.5 sticks of butter to 3 sticks of butter. Feel free to use 3 sticks or just exactly 2.5 sticks of butter. Then I'm going to slice the butter so that it will be well easy to mix into the flour. Here I have 5 cups of flour, all-purpose flour. I am going to now add the butter into the flour and I'm going to mix it until everything is well combined, until you see the flour and the butter mixture is mixed like almost like breadcrumbs. So as you can see, you see how the texture of the flour looks like. It's almost like a rough texture of a breadcrumbs, crumble up like so. That's what you want to see. And now I have some ice cold water. Yes guys, you need some ice cold water. I am going to add little bit by little. I'm going to add water little by little. First, I'm going to start with 1 cup of water. In this recipe, I end up using two cups of water with a little drop of water. You just have to eyeball it. You don't want your dough to be too watery or too messy. You just have to eyeball it. But I know for sure I use 2 cups of water with a little bit of drop. Like I said, you just have to eyeball it and make sure you have the perfect texture of the dough to make your fish pie. Sometimes mixing a perfect dough is very tricky. Then on a work surface, you're gonna mix the dough a little bit. You don't want to overwork it. And then now you're gonna wrap it with a film plastic wrap and put it in the fridge for at least 30 minutes. Then after 30 minutes, I took the dough out of the fridge. Now I am going to mold them into the shape that I want. But first, you are going to cut the dough in section. I like to use it this way. Then it gives me more control to know how much fish pie that I'm going to make. Next, you're going to take your rolling pin and roll the dough in a flat round circle. You can add a little bit of flour on the work surface if you like. I did not add any flour on the work surface. I just went ahead and start rolling the dough with my rolling pin like so. Then I like to use a pot cover. I don't know what you like to use when you're making your fish pie or your meat pie, but I just like to use a little medium-sized pot cover to cut my dough. Then earlier I forgot to show you that, guys, that you also need egg for your egg wash. So I'm gonna crack up 2 raw eggs and beat it up a little bit. And you're gonna take the dough and take your pastry brush and just dip it into the egg wash a little tiny bit, not so much, just a little bit like so. At first I went too much on it, so you're gonna use a little bit of egg wash on the dough, and now you're gonna add the filling into the center of the dough. Make sure you don't add too much filling because then it's gonna be hard to close. Sometimes I add a lot and I find myself having difficulty closing the dough. So you want to make sure you don't add too much. As you can see right there, you can tell that I added too much and some of the filling came out. But no worries, don't panic, just keep doing your thing and use a fork to seal the ends of the fish pie. This is a delicious and very healthy way to make your fish pie. Like I said, no frying required. It's healthy. Even though I'm using all that butter, at least I am not dipping it into a hot oil and frying it. So this is a healthy way to just have that little bit of fat at the same time, but at least not frying it in a hot oil like some usually do. So I'm going to repeat the same process like so. Keep rolling up my dough and use my pot cover to cut the dough like so. You can use any pastry cutter you have. I just find it easy and better this way to use a pot cover. Then it gives me that perfect size that I want my fish pie to be. Then again, I'm going to add the filling in the middle of the dough and close it up and use a fork and seal it. And guys, if you haven't subscribed yet to my second YouTube channel, which is Mama Honest Review, I will leave a link down below. I would like for all my Dada's team to join me on my second YouTube channel, which is Mama Honest Review, which I do beauty tips. Please kindly subscribe to my second YouTube channel and I would greatly appreciate that. So use a fork to seal the edges like so. This is so simple and so easy, so healthy and so delicious at the same time. So after everything's been done, I'm going to use a fork to create some design in the middle of the pie. And now I'm going to use an egg wash to give it that glossy look on the meat pie, fish pie when it's done. And now my oven's been preheated to 375. Then I'm going to bake it in the oven. And voila! This was 35 minutes later. The fish pie is ready. I hope you guys will try this recipe, and please, if you do try this recipe, leave your comment down below. And if you are new here and you enjoy watching this video, congratulations. Also, you have just made yourself a delicious, healthy fish pie for yourself and your family. Leave your comment down below. And this is how the fish pie looks like. It's so delicious. Look at that color from using the egg wash to rub it on the top of the meat pie. And look at that filling, guys. It's so healthy, so crunchy and soft in the middle. Before you leave, kindly hit that subscribe button, and please hit that notification bell, because you will be one of the first to know when a video is uploaded. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next upload. And don't forget to join my beauty channel, which is Mama Honest Review, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye bye.